Illuminati card game published in 1994 predicted events like 9/11. There are 10 New World Order cards. We have experienced the first 7 cards. The first set. Blue means initiation, yellow means progress, red means stop. The second set. And the third set. Examples of energy crisis include the increased oil prices since 1999, Russia-Ukraine gas disputes, territorial disputes in the South China Sea, and the volatile oil prices which contribute to international conflict between Russia and the US. Anarchism occurs with the nuclear war. Examples of anti-government movement are protests against police force, pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong, anti-immigration protests in Germany, and many other protests all over the world. World War I ended on the 11th of November 1918, which is 8th day, 10th month, 4616 on the lunar calendar. The sum of 8 and 10 is 18, and the sum of 1 and 6 is 7. World War II began on the 1st of September 1939, which is 18th day, 7th month, 4637. World War II ended on the 2nd of September 1945, which is 26th day, 7th month, 4643. Using the same rule, 33rd day and 7th month can be a date. 33 and 7 can be converted to 4th day, 8th month, given that the last day of 7th month in 4712 is 29th. This date is the 28th of August 2014, when the US and NATO held emergency meetings due to alleged Russian invasion and ISIS massacre in Syria. Note that it is extremely rare for both the US and NATO to have emergency meetings on the same day against one nation. World War I began on the 28th of July 1914, which is 6th day, 6th month, 4612. The sum of 6 and 6 is 12. An additional rule applies to the date of World War II, where 25 and 37 are the same on the clock. This rule applies to 28th August 2014. Notably, 28 and 8 from the solar date also add up to a multiple of 12. The same rule applied to MH17 incidents, Ferguson riot, and the day when North Korea's internet was seriously attacked for the first time. However, the rules 1 and 2 do not apply to World War III, because it is the nuclear war which marks the end of this era. The 28th of July is 209th day of the year, 156 days remaining. These numbers can be compressed to yield new numbers. The same can be done for other dates. And if we plot these numbers on a clock, then we have perfect alignments. Note that the 28th of July is not shown on this clock, because it is the beginning of all world wars. If we plot all numbers related to the 28th of July and the 17th of February, the date of World War III, then again we have perfect alignments. Note that the angle created by these two dates is exactly the same as the angle in the Freemasonry symbol, the square and compasses. Similarly to the Rule 2, this rule also applied to the event related to anarchism. On the 21st of September 2014, tens of thousands protested against the Russian government in Moscow, and it was broadcast on YouTube because it was very dramatic. This was exactly opposite to what happened on the 28th of August. Now, note the numerological relationship between the 21st of September and the 28th of August. These two dates mirror each other. Rule 4 is the most simple and the most crucial numerology. the lunar date of World War I can be semi-compressed to 25. If you repeat the same process for other dates, then we have a series of multiples of 5. Note that for World War III, the number must increment to 55, which the 17th of February 2015 satisfies. Also note that January and February were the last 2 months added to the Roman calendar, and February remained the last month of the year until 450 BC. So, both February and 12th lunar month are literally the end. Rule 5 is another simple numerology, which indicates that World War III must occur by the end of 4712. Rule 6 is the crucial symbology for the end of the darkest era. The year of the horse was present at the end of World War I, and in the middle of World War II. Horse is the 7th animal of the 12 Chinese zodiac signs. Horse is symbolic of vitality, financial volatility and impulsiveness, all of which were seen in 4712. One should never disregard the significance of the horse. The World War years can be plotted on the clock to form 2 triangles. The sum of the solar triangle is 18, and the sum of the lunar triangle is 12, which opposes 18 on the clock. If we add the other 2 numbers to each triangle, then we have 23 and 36. Hexagram 23 means disintegration, and hexagram 36 means darkening of the light. Now, the 17th of February 2015 perfectly fits these 2 triangles, and the year World War I began. Also note that 9/11 is indicated. If we connect 2 and 12 to the day numbers, then we get 17. Thus, the 17th of February indicates the 2 major tragic days which are directly related to World War III. There are 173 days between the 28th of August 2014 and the 17th of February 2015. The 17th of February 2015 is 48th day, 317 days remaining. Both 173 and 317 are Eisenstein primes, with no imaginary part. In other words, they are Eisenstein primes in the natural numbers, where b equals 0 in the expression a plus b times omega. Eisenstein integers form a triangular lattice in the complex plane called the imaginary quadratic field. One may relate Q and Z to the third Malaysian flight incidents, QZ8501. The table shows the Eisenstein prime numbers and their respective clock numbers.